But before we go there, we're going to go to another part of the NBA. Actually, a guy that's related to LeBron and been a nemesis for LeBron, beat him 3 times in the NBA Finals. None other than Steph Curry. And Steph was on the JaVale McGee podcast recently, his former teammate, now a current Laker. And he told JaVale he can give it to anybody. Jumper, floater, shake you off the bounce. It doesn't matter. Anybody can get it. Here he is.
The beginning of the NBA season starts, right?
Yeah.
You get the calendar. You're like, who do we have to play? What team or player on that team that you know is guarding you, do you look at it and be like, oh, yeah, I'm getting 60 tonight?
Everybody.
All right, look, before I know Rob Parker just wants to weigh in and waylay Steph. I'm going to give you, Rob, I'm going to give you the first. I'm going to give you the first shot, Rob. But I got to say this. As big a hater as Rob Parker is of Steph, Rob G is absolutely off the charts when it comes to his hate for Steph Curry. I mean, it is ridiculous. You should have seen the notes he sent today. It was all negative towards Steph. It was all stuff Rob could use. I had to do my own research and just my own knowledge off the top of my head, my memory. But Rob G gave me no help. He is hoping that Rob Parker just blasts Steph to no end in this segment. So I just had to say that because I wanted to give the listeners a little knowledge into what goes on behind the scenes. But anyway, Rob, take it away.
Obviously, he wasn't talking about scoring any 60 points in the final couple of minutes of a game because that's not going to happen. Steph Curry's just not that guy. I've told you over and over and over again. He had a chance to bail his team out.
What is that guy?
That guy means when he had a chance to hit a 3 to win the game and force a Game 7 last year with all the injuries, he didn't make it. He never makes those shots.
He missed the shot.
No, he never makes those shots. And according to Pro Basketball Reference, I just want to give you, always say I don't give you any information or knowledge.
You don't.
I do. Since 2000, Steph is only shooting 35% in his career in the last 2 minutes of close playoff games. By comparison,
according to Pro Basketball Reference or Rob G?
No, by Pro Basketball Reference. And this is the stuff that I've done on my own.
By way of
Rob G. No, you don't know what you're talking about. By comparison, Durant shoots 39%, Duncan 40.3%, LeBron 40.5%, and Kobe 41.8%. So of all these like stars that we're talking about, Steph is bad. In the finals, Steph Curry's field goal percentage drops by 5.5% and 4.7%, Chris, from 3. His efficiency also drops in the playoffs, and his turnovers increase. So all I'm saying, and I've been saying this, is Steph Curry is not that guy. He is overvalued by a lot of people. He is, I call him a mirage. Everybody thinks he's this greatest shooter, greatest player of all time, but the numbers don't add up. He would be great if he was playing on the Harlem Globetrotters and making half-court shots and, throwing buckets of confetti and playing with the referee and all that. That would be good. He would be good for that.
He's no
but
good
when
in
it comes down to the big moments, he's also the author of the biggest choke in NBA history.
He's the author.
He is, because he's supposed to be the star.
Clay,
he is.
Dre.
No, he could have won one game by himself, and instead, on that 73-win team that hadn't lost more than 2 games in a row all year, they lost 3 games, 2 of them at home. Steph Curry's in that situation, Chris, has to win a game by himself. I don't care what my teammates are doing. We're not choking down a 3-1 lead. It was the first time in NBA history ever that a team with supposedly this greatest shooter of all time choked down a championship. I'm not saying he's a bum or a scrub. I'm not saying that.
Obviously, you said he's a globetrotter.
I said, globetrotters were great.
Be in the NBA. You said he should be playing exhibition basketball.
I said he's great.
Teams that can't beat him. That's what you said, Rob Parker.
I said that he's great making shots against the Washington Generals when nothing's on the line during the middle of a game. But I'm talking about the big shots when it matters most.
And you got the nerve to say, I'm not taking anything away from Steph Curry.
Here we go. Wait, here's the highlight.
You said he can only play against the Washington Generals.
Here we go. That's his greatest highlight of all time. When the game matters and the game is on the line. Steph Curry has failed in those moments in his NBA career. Those are facts, and I got the numbers to back it up.
All right, here we go. First of all, you guys see the overstatement, right? That he said this is Rob's strategy. I'm going to overstate so that then I can make this point. So he says, everybody's saying he's the greatest player in the world. Nobody's saying that. Nobody has him in the GOAT conversation. Very few people, if any, have him as the best point guard ever. Nobody's saying that. Most people probably don't even have him in the top 10. But Rob's going to overstate so that he can tear him down because, he's not the best player ever. Everybody's just saying that. And then he overstates the other way. He'd be great playing against the Washington Generals. Like he's really no good. The guy that won 3 NBA championships, same amount as Larry Bird. Same amount as LeBron James. More than Kevin Durant. The guy who led a moribund franchise to great heights. The guy that helped the team get to 5 straight finals. The guy who changed the NBA, the way basketball is played. And you got the nerve, the audacity to say he should be playing in exhibition games. And this is what you get for listening to Rob G. Because Rob G will lead you astray. Rob G left out plenty. Oh, he sent you the old stats that would serve his vile purposes. And you played right into it. You fell for it. But I'm here to tell you, Rob Parker, you've been hoodwinked. You've been had. Bamboozled. Run amok, led astray. You didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on you, Rob Parker. Because Steph Curry, you want to say he don't get it done when it matters. Well, how about this? For his career in the regular season, he averages 23 points a game. That's it. I'm sorry, 24 points a game. But in the playoffs, he actually steps it up to 26.5 points a game. And listen to these numbers. In the NBA Finals, he has played 28 finals games. That's a heck of a sample size. He's averaged 26.5 points, over 6 assists, and 6 rebounds in the finals against the best competition. All this mess. Oh, he taking over a fight. I told you, he averaged 26 a game in the finals. In 2019, their last championship, that's the one they lost, he averaged 30, 36 and 5.
Meaningless, empty numbers. You just said it.
They're
meaningless
not meaningless.
Numbers.
Just because you lose, they're meaningless? Really?
No, those are. And the other thing, Chris,
he averaged
please.
30. 30 is never meaningless. I'm
you
saying
know
there's some
this,
numbers that are never meaningless.
That if Kevin Durant wasn't on that team, he wouldn't have the last 2 championships.
He won it without Durant.
Really. And the
Durant
one that he won,
without him.
the one that he actually won was a broken down Cavs team missing
stop. So
2/3 of their stars. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. But Kawhi won a championship before that. That's not his only championship.
Steph,
no, no, Steph didn't win before that. He won because Durant showed up, and you know it, and everybody knows it. That's why they begged Durant to come. He knows
he didn't beg him.
He changed basketball, Chris, but he needed Durant to win championships. If he changed basketball,
Durant,
he wouldn't need Durant. It's the most overstated. It's the most overstated thing I've ever heard.
Why would he ask? Because you don't.
Why would he ask?
You don't rip the Pistons championship in 1989 when Magic Johnson only played 75 minutes in the series.
It makes no sense.
I don't hear you doing that.
It makes no sense
so
that you're going to
taking away from their championship.
It makes no sense that
you didn't take away from Toronto because Durant was hurt.
He ain't changed no game. He didn't change the game. He had to get Kevin Durant.
NBA basketball lately?
Yeah, and ain't nobody else done that. That was a one-time deal. That's right, and nobody else can do it. And the other thing is, it doesn't win you championships. If he was that guy, he wouldn't allow Kevin Durant. He wouldn't allow Kevin Durant to come and take over the team or take a back seat. How is a game changer taking a back seat to another player? He didn't change the damn game.
Dwayne Wade
it's a false narrative.
It's
a false narrative.
Answer me this: was Dwayne Wade a game changer?
No.
Really? Didn't he lead the Heat to the championship before LeBron got there?
Yeah, with 1,000,000 free throws. Go look it up.
Whatever.
He ain't win no game. 1,000,000 free throws.
He wasn't calling the fouls.
Yeah,
he wasn't calling the fouls.
That's a false championship. Go look at 1,000,000 free throws.
I see your point now. Now you want to, this one counts, this one doesn't. Stop it. Because you have never said Kawhi's championship in Toronto without Durant, without Clay is false.
I'm the championship
judge. I've been telling you for a year and a half, you are the McCoat, the most inconsistent of all time. Stop it, Rob Parker. You should be ashamed of this argument. Steph, and let me settle this for once and for all. Because in 2015, Steph Curry should have been the finals MVP. And I'll respect Andre Iguodala. He played great. He scored. He defended LeBron. He played great. But Steph Curry, with the series in the balance, they were down 2-1. People forget that. Down 2-1 in Cleveland. And over the last 3 games, Steph averaged 28, 6, and 5 and hit 14 threes, shot 45% from behind the arc. In the pivotal game 5, because you know, Rob, game 5s are pivotal. Tied 2-2, pivotal game 5. That team usually wins it all. He dropped 37. Stop it, Rob. Give the man his props. That's all I'm saying. You fell for it, Rob G. And notice Rob G didn't say a word.
Nothing. Rob G don't have to say anything. He don't have to say anything.
He's cowering under the desk right now.
As usual, Chris, you overstate. There's no way Steph Curry is a game changer, but he needed Durant to help win championships.
He didn't. He won it without him.
And he's the one. Why did he take a back seat? If he changed the NBA, why do you take a back seat? Because he ain't good enough. Kevin Durant's better than him. Everybody who steps on the court knows that.
Nobody argues
He ain't no damn game changer. Stop it.
Stop. He changed the game of basketball. You must not watch basketball
so much
in 2020.
But it didn't help him win because he wouldn't have been able to win those championships.
Actually, it did, Rob Parker, because he's got one more title than Kevin Durant. So stop it. I'm not saying he's better than Durant. Durant's better. But don't take it away from Steph. Magic never won it without Kareem. Jordan never won it without Pippen. Isaiah never won it without Dumars. Bird never won it without Parrish and McHale. You need great teammates. So stop it. 877-99 on Fox. Woo! 877-996-6369. Your turn to weigh in, and Rob G. cowering. And Rob P. Is Steph Curry overrated or not? Your turn to weigh in. We'll continue the conversation with you next.
All right, let's kick it off with, let's start with CW in Maryland. You're on The Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. What's up, CW?
Hey, Rob, how you doing? And Chris, how you guys doing tonight?
We are great, man. How are you?
I'm good. Rob, man, you ought to stop, man. You know, before he came into the game, I mean, we were not seeing people pull up like Steph pulls up. I mean, give him credit. He worked on his game. He honed his craft. He shot at the top of his game with laser focus, and because of Steph, big men have become almost obsolete in the game. So he's got a guy like Kevin Durant shooting out there, because before Steph was doing it, well, Durant did it before. But I'm saying at least, he's done it at a level that nobody else has done it, speaking of Steph. So I'm with you on this one, Chris. Y'all have a good one.
My man.
He doesn't make any sense, but he brings up Durant, who's
very good call.
6'11" or 6'10". How
He doesn't
tall
make
is Durant?
sense, Rob. How does he not? You can't. You
make
really
any
gonna sit here and
sense.
act like the game hasn't changed?
No, it hasn't.
They don't shoot way more threes than they used to shoot. They don't shoot from much further out than they used to. Who started that?
It didn't win championships, though.
It did. He won a championship.
He won
Steph,
one.
Golden
Did
State,
LeBron won it?
Okay.
LeBron won his shooting
that's
threes?
That's a championship.
I'm asking you.
I went to LeBron James
Kawhi?
before that series.
It was Kawhi
I went
shooting
to LeBron
half
James
court?
before that series, and I said, do they remind you of the Spurs in 2014 when they shot all those threes? He said, no. He said, a jump shooting team, they can't win a championship. That's what he said.
He was wrong.
Now everybody's shooting jump shoot shots.
Yeah, but I'm saying that they still needed Kevin Durant
30-footers.
to win the championship,
They didn't
Chris.
need him. They won
Yes,
it
they
without
did.
him.
They did need him.
You're just anti. Let's get to the callers.
They do need him.
Because you're just denying the
yourself.
fact. They won it without him.
Yeah, they won it, but it's questionable.
They won. It ain't questionable.
Eric
Look in the history
Oregon.
books.
You're on the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio.
Hey, evening, fellas. How we doing?
Doing good.
What's up, man? How are you?
Yeah, it's getting heated up in here, man. Whew.
Man,
all right.
I hope you can bring some knowledge to my partner.
All right, man. I'm not even a huge Warriors fan. I'm a Blazers fan, but I mean, overrated. I mean, what are we saying is overrated? Is he the greatest of all time? No. Is he the point guard GOAT? No. I mean, is he the greatest shooter of all time? That's debatable, but probably
right.
not.
You just answered all my questions.
He is.
But that doesn't.
Nobody
mean
said he's the greatest.
Yeah, nobody's saying that. I'm with Chris on it. No one's saying that. People that are saying that are crazy. All right, so let's get that out of the way. But first of all, I mean, you're saying he can't get it done. I mean, this guy's been getting it done for years. He won it in 2015.
I gave you the numbers. He doesn't get it done in the
Yes,
big
he
games.
does.
In
What
the
happened-
final
what
2
happened-
minutes, he's
But-
a zero. Why?
what
Those
happened-
circus shots don't work. When
Games
everybody's
are
48
48
gets
minutes,
tight.
Rob Parker.
They don't work.
48 minutes.
Those
Games are 48 minutes, in case you didn't know.
Those shots don't work when the
happened
heat
last
is
year?
on.
What happened last year in the Western Conference Finals when he shut down Portland? He walked in and just single-handedly, every time they thought they had a moment where they could get a piece, he just shut him down. He had 40.
It was the conference
He had
finals.
42. All right?
Portland didn't even show up for that. It was embarrassing. A 4-game
They actually
sweep.
did
They
show up.
weren't
They were
ready
there.
for that.
They had plenty of
They were
stuff.
there.
They were up with 3 minutes left in game 2. They were up by like 10, and he came back and he had like 41 in that game.
Did they get swept in that series?
Excellent call.
Yeah, of course they did.
Excellent call.
They
were
weren't
not a
ready
good enough
for
team.
it. That was no competition. Whenever he has competition,
Stop
he
it,
fades.
Rob. This is ridiculous.
Tony and
Excellent
Jackson-
call. Call in anytime.
Stop, Eric. Don't call again.
My
I'm
goodness.
kidding. Tony
This
in
is
Jacksonville.
foolishness.
You're on the Odd Couple
Help me,
Fox Sports
someone.
Radio.
Yes, I agree with both of you, Chris and Rob. I think that Steph is a game changer because he changed the way, you play the game. I mean, again, the big man is almost obsolete. However, Rob is correct. I think that Steph disappears at the end of games because he can't get his shot off against people that really play him. Secondly, I think Rob is correct that if the Cavs were at full tilt,
No ifs. We don't want ifs.
He wouldn't have
We
one
want
by himself
facts.
because he doesn't hit any big shots when the game's
No
on the line.
ifs.
Go look at his
Really?
numbers in the last
Ask
2 minutes.
Oklahoma
They're
City
terrible.
about that.
Terrible,
And
especially in
here,
the
hold
final.
on. Let me say this, too. Because you gave us those little stats, Duncan, Kobe, LeBron, all that, in the last 2 minutes. You know why his percentage is lower? Because he's shooting threes. Duncan's is only 40%.
He can step in. That's right. Take a couple steps
but that's
in.
his main shot.
No, but you're telling me he
Duncan
changed the
only
game,
shoot
but he's shooting.
40%. For Duncan to only shoot 40% in the last 2 minutes when most of his shots are in the paint, that tells you how difficult it is to score in the last 2 minutes. And the fact that Steph's shooting 35% when most of them are three, as far as effective field goal percentage, his would be higher than theirs.
That don't even make any sense. The bottom line
No,
is he's shooting.
if you knew what
he's shooting his
field goal
shots.
percentage was,
He's shooting.
it would make
No, he's
sense.
shooting his shots.
True field goal
and that's
percentage.
where he fits in. That's
Nobody hits a higher percentage from three as they do in the paint.
I would take Ray Allen over Steph Curry any day in a big game.
And you would be wrong.
Any day. I would take Ray Allen. Steph Curry doesn't make any big shots. Rico in Memphis, you're on the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio.
What's up, fellas? First time calling.
What's up, man?
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you, brother.
Rob, you dead wrong on this one, man. Steph, he's a game changer, man. I'm not a Golden State fan by any stretch of the imagination, but Steph, they didn't need Durant to win the championship. They needed Durant out of OKC to eliminate that competition. And Chris, you're right. He should have won that MVP over Iguodala.
No, he didn't. He
way.
hasn't won a Finals MVP, and he didn't deserve it. That they gave it to Oladipo. I mean, gave it to
you don't even know his name.
Iguodala.
He would have been here still. Good call, Rico. Hit us anytime, man.